Tom Fitzgerald, San Francisco Chronicle. Coach, can you talk a little bit about the defense that you folks put on Hap? And he had 12 and 8 or something like that, well below his averages. The players talked about keeping him from going to the baseline, but what was the plan going in?
Well, any time we had an opportunity to double him, we wanted to. You know, he's probably best as a playmaker. The thing that I'm probably most happy is he didn't have the 5 assists that he averages. You know, 0 assists and 5 turnovers. So he's a phenomenal passer in there, and you know, we wanted to make sure that when we did double him, our hands were high, that he couldn't get it out of the double easy. We made some mistakes on him a couple times where we didn't rotate over, but for the most part, you know, I thought our guys really were aware of him. And then Kenny, you know, got a couple of his shots, and I think that helped us, you know, put a thought in his mind. So just a really talented young man that averages 17 and 10 and 5 assists, and we were able to hold him under all those numbers today. And I thought Kenny was a big part of that, but I thought our guys, just their awareness of where he was a big factor.
Far left, fourth row.
Josh Dubow, Associated Press. And how has Peyton's leadership and play just sort of led you guys during this run you're on right now?
Man, he's been phenomenal. I mean, he went through a stretch there. We struggled a little bit, and man, he's been unbelievable. His aggressiveness, offensively and defensively, his leadership, toughness. You know, he's been on another level here, and so really happy for him. Like I said, he went through the struggles like we all did during the year, but man, is he playing some basketball. That was a heck of an effort. Like I said, if he'd have got a couple of those passes up a little bit more, out of his hands a little quicker, and cut down his turnovers, you know, I couldn't have bitched about anything. You know, he played that good, and so again, we've made a big jump because of him, and then just the cohesiveness of the group, you know. And man, it's been so much fun coaching them this last month, and just because they're all in, and they're all trying to help the team.
Go on the right, fourth row back.
Sam Pasco, KXSF. Coach, you guys were on absolute fire in the second half, 17 for 24 from the field, 5 from 6 from the 3. How much momentum does that give you heading into Sunday's game against UC Irvine, who kind of had to struggle for their win?
It's a different game. You know, we'll put this one to bed really quick, get to work tonight on Irvine, and you know, I told our guys, don't look at numbers. You know, that's one thing about Siege. People look at numbers, and man, you can't do that. You know, they've won what, 31 games, haven't lost forever. You know, I don't care. You know, that's so, and they beat a good Kansas State team that we scrimmaged in the fall, and when we know how good Kansas State is, how athletic they are, and so you know, we know we're going to have to play. And our guys, I told them, you know, we enjoy this one until we get on the bus and leave the building, and then we got to start thinking about Saturday. Unfortunately, you know, our league plays that Thursday, Saturday. You know, we're used to one day off, so hopefully our guys will get the recovery and bounce back quickly.
Go on the right, second row. Meet you.
Josh Peter with USA Today. Have you ever had a team flip the switch like this late in the season? Was there anything to suggest it was coming?
No and no. You know, I'm really surprised. You know, I'm happy for the guys, and I am very proud of them. But I am surprised. You know, we could never get on the same page. And I kept telling them, you know, we got none of this, guys. You know, and they didn't have that between themselves. You know, we just weren't on the same page, and how quickly it changed. And you know, I'm just happy for the guys, because you know, we started October 1. You know, we're coming up on April 1. That's 6 months, and when you go through the frustration of injuries and losing guys, you know, Kenny breaks his jaw, Paul's got a bad ankle, recovering from knee surgery the first 10 games, we lose Bowl. You know, there's a lot of frustration. Guys want to play, and you know, nothing clicked. And boy, I blew a couple games during the year, you know, where I just, because I wasn't connected with the guys, I didn't know what to do, and I blew the games, you know, and I told them that. And so, you know, to see them come like this and have so much fun, you know, that's, you know, that's why we coach, you know, just to see guys, you know, get together and have fun and play their tails off, and that's what they're doing right now.
Front row on the right.
That was actually my question, but I was going to ask, are you even amazed more so now that they've strung out 9 wins and the way that they've elevated their game from back then to where they are now? Does that even amaze you? You've been in the coaching game for so long.
Well, it's just great to see guys, you know, playing to their strengths, you know, Kenny blocking shots and getting some big rebounds, Paul making simple plays. I mentioned Peyton, Lou, big shot after big shot tonight. You know, I mean, he squared up on those threes. Every one of them was on balance. His footwork was unbelievable. So to see guys playing at that high level, you know, Will had a couple turnovers the first half, but man, his second half, he stuck his nose in there and got some rebounds. So, you know, when you see guys playing at a high level for themselves, you know, that's always good. We live in a track community when guys are, you know, running at their best and, you know, getting personal bests. And, you know, I think our guys are, you know, doing what they do best. And, you know, hopefully we can keep playing. But, you know, Kenny maximized his game, 4 for 5 from the field, you know, 4 big blocks, 6 rebounds, you know, 1 assist, no turnovers. You know, as I mentioned, Lou, 3 for 3 from 3, and all 3 of them were great balanced shots, you know, just shot it like he meant it. So Paul, second half, didn't miss a shot. You know, goes 5 for 5, I think. So, no, it's just, and like I said, Will, Peyton, you know, just good job. Hab's given us some defense. Got a little carried away with himself offensively, but, you know, I like our guys, and, you know, we're going to need Victor and Miles to stay ready because, you know, it's a long tournament. Foul trouble. I thought we may get in a little foul trouble today. You know, Peyton picks up 2 in the first half. Paul has 2 in the first half. You know, we had a little foul trouble there. And guys, you know, you're in the tournament, got to play with it. You know, we're going to play with it, you know, and so really happy for the guys.
Okay. Thanks, Coach. We'll end it there.
All righty, thanks.
Thank you.